We're 10, 20 years past the idea of civil debate. You're not going to debate with possessed demons, right? It's like, I'm trying to reason with Lucifer, and he just keeps lying and disagreeing with me. I don't understand what's going. It's because these people actually have spiritual like things going on. So, no, you're not going to actually be able to reason with people who are openly sons of Belial. And that doesn't mean that those people can't still be saved, that God's grace can't reach them. But the further that you go down this crazy spiral of wickedness, let's understand the books of the kings, as I talked about today, if you heard my fourth hour. We forget some of these verses where we have these descriptions of these types of people that are willing to engage in very radical political action, shall we say. And how does Scripture describe them? Does it describe them as people that we need to immediately kowtow to and try to find common ground with and try to... No, it calls them sons of Belial. Okay? You have not read the books of the Kings? There's no extension of grace to wicked murderers other than the grace of what ought to be the death penalty. Did you know the death penalty is an action of love and grace? When a person is so advanced in their wickedness that they're a danger to society and themselves, at a certain point in a just society, I'm not saying that any person can do this, the civil magistrate, the state has that role and that authority. In traditional Christian teaching, Romans 13, Paul says, the state has the sword as an executioner, a diakonos, a deacon. So the state actually has a almost diaconate. It's a lower level of clergy role. That's why the Byzantine emperor could sit behind the iconostasis. He is equivalent to a diakonos. And he holds that sword, not just Romans 13, but Paul says to Timothy, also as a means of a deterrence. And nobody before the year 1900, unless there was some kind of weird fringe pacifist, ever believed that you should get rid of the death penalty. It's a very modern, pacifist, ridiculous idea. The church fathers talk about the death penalty all the time. Classical Christian Orthodox countries, countless statements about the death penalty. Code of Justinian, on and on and on. And so anybody telling you otherwise, if they're in the OCA, they're Americanists, putting their Americanism and their pacifism before church history. Their own church. It's amazing the level of ignorance people have of their own church and their own Christian nation's previous policies. Imagine trying to be a Serbian king fighting Muslims and being a pacifist. This is so stupid. I mean, it's utterly retarded that we have to explain to people basic morals that are not even that controversial in the history